we got a load of beans hauled out this morning. I'm on the home farm here. The farm's way up there, but turning some clover over. We got it burned off. It's kind of half dead, but turning it over. We've had a little shots of rain the past couple days, and then we've had some sun after it, so it's drying up the chisel plow, but the beans are a little wet yet, so. Well, everything's going good. I got a small portion here done, but I'm gonna call it good. Farm's right over there. I'm just gonna walk because I got other stuff I need to do. It ain't that bad. We'll check some beans on the way. We'll walk about parallel with the farm and then shoot across. Well, I got the old beast up on the hill. Gonna blow it off, throw some grease at it, and probably blow out the filters, and we'll be ready for a nice long run here in a day or two here in Michigan. Well, I went to town, got that shaft. Now I'm about to do a job no one gets too excited for. Actually, two of them. Blow it off and grease it while the shields are off. The dogs are having fun. I'm not about to, but well, we sure didn't get far. We got about this side done, and then ran out of gas, or about ran out of gas. We're gonna go fill up. About good enough for me. Well, I'm covered in dust, but that's done. My eyes are a little irritated because I got a bunch of dust in them blowing off the right side because that's where the way the wind was blowing. But no, I know everyone watching is not a farmer, so I guess I'll go over why farmers blow off their machines. Number one is there's a lot of belts and pulleys and bearings that get hot on this machine. And all this chaff and dust is really, really flammable. It's really, really dry. So the cleaner you keep this machine, the less chance there is of gonna be a fire. Dixie's saying hi. She just went to the pond, so 9 months old. Naughty found the pond out back. She is a happy little dog though. But anyway, and electronics too, they get hot. So cleaner you keep your machine, the less chance there is gonna be a fire. It's not just for looks, but yeah, we want to be known for keeping our equipment clean, and we have great pride in that. But that's more so the reason why people do it. Yes, it looks good on us at the end of the day for keeping our equipment clean and greased, but it also just prevents any disasters happening. Isn't that right? Oh, we should probably take a tube up there. A little shower moved through, barely enough to get the combine wet, but it did. I got everything greased pretty much. I like how they said we got no rain chances, but here we are. We got the worst of everything done. Now it's just blow filters and fuel. Well, this machine will be completely ready once it's done being fueled up. I'll just bring a little broom with me. Broom out the floor so it's completely clean. And well, she cut loose while I was fueling up, but I got her full. Maybe work on this PTO shaft. I'm gonna go get it out of my truck. Well, it's safe to say any drying weather we had today just got thrown the Uno reverse card. She's coming apart, so the keyway's still in there. And that's just slid off, so I just loosened this up, and that should slide on over the shaft. This is the clutch, the slip clutch. And then once I tighten that down, and just push that out and connect it to the tractor. Well, it's the next day. I've been out here chisel plowing. Over here turning some clover that we kind of burned off, but it's growing back up underneath out on the home farm, turning it over. It is like 1:30. I maybe got 20 acres left. I started this yesterday. I'm gonna call it quits right now. One's like 12,000 bushel, one's like 5,000 or 6,000 bushel. That one a weed eater on. They haven't been used in a long time. Well, we fabricated the fans up last year to run, so we just never used them last year. And then, on top of that, I'd also like to get the corn head out today. We had that rain yesterday, and beans are a little soft yet, but the pods are drying out. So, we'll probably be able to run tomorrow. Well, we got the old corn head pulled out here. A couple things we gotta do, just make sure all of them are tensioned correctly, which we can do there. It's supposed to be a certain amount of coils. You can see that's a little too much, I think. Or maybe not, maybe it's 2 coils you're supposed to see. I'm not sure. Make sure bearings are good. There's, okay, some are filled with oil. Ours is full of grease. I think ours is older series, 608. Take that plug out and fill that with corn head grease. Don't want any debris or dirt getting into where the grease is and where everything's turning. Well, now that we got all the plugs taken out, like I said, some of these corn heads in the gearbox are filled with oil. Ours is filled with corn head grease. I think it's just how the older style, or when they first came out of the 608C, that's how they were. Corn is a little wet yet, but we even got I think we had a frost coming tonight, so it could dry stuff down even faster. Well, it is the next day again, and now we're standing out in the cornfield. Haven't been doing a lot of filming, or a lot in one day, these past couple days, because I've been doing a lot of the same thing. Chisel plowing and getting the equipment ready, but let's look at the corn across the way here. I think last week when I tested it, it was at 30%, so probably another week. I mean, the plants are really drying down a lot since then, but as you get out in the field more, I'm still on the end rows. I'm on a clay point right now. But as we get down here out of the end rows, plants are a little bit greener where they don't get as much sunlight, but they're still drying down. None of them are squeaking anymore. Now that all the chains are oiled, we are gonna grease the universal PTO shafts. So basically I pull the shafts out a little bit. There's 2 grease zerks, one right there, one right there. Basically makes it so the shaft slides in and out a lot easier. On most cases, on the yoke of a PTO shaft, like right up in here, there's a grease zerk, but not on this one. See, I'm only greasing maybe 4 grease zerks, and I don't feel like getting all greasy when I'm about to go chisel plow and get grease everywhere. So in this case, we're gonna throw on some gloves. Not every time. If you're going to grease the combine, forget about it. You need to feel where some grease zerks are. But in this case, we're just hitting a couple on each side. The rest of the corn head's already greased. Well, corn head's all ready to go, so I'm gonna drop it now and probably put the bean head on and look at some sickle sections and grease that up. So we're gonna run the home farm here next, and we're gonna run beans next, hopefully tomorrow or maybe later today. So outsides are done, now doing the insides. Now Sprayway, you wanna sponsor me? First bottle of this stuff I've ever used. Got it at O'Reilly's. By far beats Windex, by far. Leaves no film, and it does not streak the windows. It is just awesome. Usually I'm pretty antsy and just wipe it off right away, but it's also good to let it sit there for a minute and then wipe it away, but it works amazing. Typical grain farmer things. Well, the beans seemed a little wet yet. I don't know. We'll check them on the road here. That was just over by the farm. The barn could have been shading them, but I'm gonna finish chisel plowing regardless. There ain't too much left, and I'll leave the 86 over there. They crack open fairly easy, not as easy as I'd like to see, but they're probably about at 16%. Do the zoomed in lens here for you guys. I took a little bit of force to crack. We'll try these darker pods like these ones. They take a little bit to crack, and then looks like there's a couple varieties out here, these lighter pods too. Lighter ones definitely crack a lot, open a lot easier. But we should be able to run these today. Once I get done chisel plowing, probably an hour, come home and change some sickle sections. And I know I got one or two that are broken. Then fill some grease at the head and start running. Down helping the neighbor out. Love that tractor. Moved her out of the barn, hooking up a semi right now. New knife, ready to roll. Got the knife changed, so let's go run some beans. Well, let's see what happens. The tank's not the cleanest, but we're not really losing any out the back, so I'm just gonna say I'm happy with it, because if your sample's completely clean, something's going out the back. Well, ran a little bit, but I think they're still 0.5 point to a point too high in moisture. These ones are going down to Toledo, Ohio, so they need to be, I think, 14 or 15%. If it's 14, they're 0.5 point to a point too high. Probably got 200 bushel in the combine. I'm gonna run back down the road to the neighbors, see if he needs any more help. Since we're probably not gonna run today, it's already getting late. Helped the neighbor out a little bit more and came down to the other farm. Now let's finish the chisel on this field. Flip over the clover. We sprayed the clover, but it started to come back undergrowth, so we're flipping it all over. Good for the dirt. Tell you what, we need an 11 or a 13 sink. I want a 13, but at least an 11. This 9 used to be big, but not anymore. Beautiful night here in Michigan. Evening, beautiful evening. Thanks for watching today's video. We're gonna be cutting beans tomorrow, so I'm just gonna make a whole new video since this one's already kind of, prolonged. But thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one.